Wait for y'all to get inside. Get up in here. Get up in here. What we gonna? Ooh, we gotta talk. We got to talk. We got to talk. We got to tickety talk, talk, talk. Tickety talk, talk, talk. I didn't feel like doing no intro or none of that. So it's me talking, and it's just me talking. We's gonna talk. We got to talk about what we gonna talk about. What we gonna talk about? Where y'all at? Maybe y'all to get inside. Waiting for y'all to get inside. Whew. Okay. So, hey, 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 hey. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Today is just, listen, I have told you guys, like, I still am posting stuff. I still have stuff to post. I have so many items, and I'm just trying to post it all, but I literally have to post the items each time to like 7 different places, 7 different sites, 7 different apps. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So if you guys are watching my community, I just made some shish kebabs. So I'm gonna cook that after I'm done here talking to y'all. But I wanted to come talk to y'all because I ain't talked to y'all in a minute because I've been trying to do the damn posting of the items that I have for sale. So I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of bras. I have a lot of. I have furniture. I have all kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to get it all posted and be up and get it all out and get everything together. But what y'all been doing? How y'all feel? Who watched Big Brother last night? Who watched Big Brother that's here right now? Watched Big Brother last night. Let me see. Let me see if y'all did any kind. I want to see. Hey, Spicy Red Diva. Hey, Christopher. Hey, look, Yahanda. Is it Lajanda? Is it Lajanda? Is that how you say it? Oh, y'all not talking today. Oh, y'all is just sleeping. Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. You remember that song? Cheer up, Sleepy Jean. How do you feel? Y'all remember that? Right. So Jessica, I use a lot of times. It's this spice called Pootie Spice. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Hell's Kitchen, but Chef Nidra Harris. Um, Chef Nidra Harris is a friend of mine, and she created Pootie Spice after she was on Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, excuse me. And so I use Pootie Spice on a lot of stuff, plus my own, extra stuff. But my foundation is Pootie Spice. I live by Pootie Spice. So if you guys, go to her Instagram, you can see Chef Nidra Harris, and you'll see she's from Hell's Kitchen. She's dope. She's dope. Like the lady is dope, and that Pootie Spice really has everything in it. You really don't even have to add anything else after you put Pootie Spice to it. To be honest with you. So, yes, Jessica. So, did not tell y'all when I was talking about Big Brother, did not tell y'all that Memphis was not the one you wanted to trust? Jessica, what's wrong? You giving throw up? Jessica, what was that, a throw up face? What's wrong with it, Jessica? Why you give a throw up face? Maybe you just hit that by accident. But did not tell y'all. I told y'all when we was talking about Big Brother, I told y'all cannot trust Memphis. You see how Memphis was in there telling the people, yeah, everybody go to the safety first. Everybody go do the safety room. Everybody go do the safety. I told y'all about Memphis. Oh, okay, Jessica, I figured. I got you. So I told y'all about Memphis. I said Memphis is not the one you want to trust. First of all, Memphis has never won the HOH until the other day. You got to let that sink in. Memphis is part of the baddest, and I do mean the baddest combination of folks. And you didn't think that he was gonna backdoor? Like, you didn't think he was going to backdoor? You had to know he was going to backdoor. I told y'all that he was going to backdoor. I told you that he was, do you think Memphis will turn on Christmas? He was not. Okay. So let me tell you, Jessica, I don't think he'll turn on Christmas. I just think he has Christmas in his purview. And here's the thing. The main thing for Memphis is to get rid of Ian, because Ian's a boy. Ian's, boys feel some type of way with boys, and Ian already won once, so he's not going to do whatever. Now, again, I'm glad you brought that up, Jessica, because like when Ian was telling everybody, I'm on the spectrum, and I was, last week I was like, well, I don't understand how anybody didn't know he was, clearly something was going on with him. And then, so this week you see him talking to Christmas, and the whole time he's like this. And I'm like, so y'all didn't, yeah. Like, was there some secret I missed? Because I'm trying to understand what I missed the secret at. Like, what was we missing? I'm telling you guys, mark my words, Big Brother is my game. Big Brother, I could play Big Brother in my sleep. And I'm telling you, watch Memphis and Cody. Memphis and Cody is going to do, and Christmas is going to be tricky, but you watch Memphis and Cody, and Danny's going to try to slip on in. Now, who needs to watch their back hardcore is Janelle. Because Janelle is let me tell you, Janelle is the strongest of the women. And in her past seasons, Janelle was a beast. So it's the way Janelle's got a target just because of what she did before. It don't matter that she didn't, it's been years now. She's got a target on her back. And they need to watch it. Oh yeah, but Jessica, Memphis and Cody will definitely turn on Enzo. But who cares about Enzo? Kitty, meow, 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 cat, mom, yum, 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 yum. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about that. No one's trying to understand what's going on. And like, no one's trying to understand what's going on. Yes, Jessica, that's what I'm saying. Like, Janelle is a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't ever worry about Janelle. Janelle is a beast. Janelle is the one that you want to work. Janelle is not to be played with, but Janelle is trying to reinvent herself and reinvent the wheel, because what she did on her past seasons, she can't do now. And so she has to be quiet. I'm so pissed at Tyler from last season. Jessica, I don't mind Tyler. I think that, let's be honest, Jessica, if we was playing, right, and I'm going in with you, and I know you, Jessica, right? Let's just say I know you. Me and you was going to be cool with each other, but we're going to be cool with each other over here. It don't mean that if somebody else comes up to me and says, hey, whatever, would I let them feel or let them know like I'm okay with them? Yeah, I'm going to be okay with it, because you're obviously you're okay with me. And I'm not going to alienate myself, because let's just say, Jessica, you go off and you get kicked off, you know what I'm saying? And I still got to stay here. Well, I'm going to need this other person to be on my side. So to me, I like Tyler's game a lot, because Tyler was playing the game the right way. Tyler was being okay with everybody, but he was solidified with certain folks. And I think you have to align and solidify with certain folks to get it the way you want it to be. As long as you don't live real life that way, and this is just for the game, it's cool with me. I just don't. Some of them is real life shady and fucked up, and I don't like that. And so I don't like to. It's that part of stuff that I don't really get into. I don't really care for that kind of stuff. So I think Big Brother, this is, I think Da'Vonne is setting herself up in the right way. I'm glad that they, but now the safety suite is pretty much off the map for a lot of them. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what happens. I mean, I'm really into it. I really think that it's a good look, but we're gonna have to see what happens, what transpires, how it really all works out together. I'm cool. I'm cool with if Kazar goes home. I really don't care for Kazar. Um, dope older players, been there before. I'm just not a Kazar fan. I don't really care. Kazar can go. Jessica, you bring up a good point. Without playing the race card, why is David such a target? My answer is the race card. So you think that, Jessica, let me make sure I understand. So you think that David is being singled out because David's black? Is why you're saying Memphis put him up? Is that what you mean? Is that what? Yes, Biker Boy, I agree. Jessica, is that what you mean? So I know. Okay, I understand your thought process, but Jessica, I disagree, and here's why. So everybody on that's there has been in there for more than 1 week, right? If it was me, I was going to put David up too because David has not linked with me. David has not linked with anybody. All they know of David is he was in a dark room for a simple. I mean, yes, it was a dark room, and yes, it was kind of hard to see, but he was in a competition for 32 seconds, and he he has no connection. Nobody can even grasp about him from any place else. There's no place like he was in one competition, and that one competition he went home. So I don't think it's the race card when it comes to him. I just think he's the rookie, like straight up rookie. Does that make sense? And so they put him in the game to be like, you didn't really make any difference. You didn't make any headway. You didn't do any single thing. Why don't we put you in the game and see if you get a little bit further? So to me, if I was HOH and I was kind of one of them things, I would just put him into. I would just put him in. Like he would be my scapegoat to be the person that I would always put in because David has no connection to anyone. No one feels, he's cool with Bailey, but who's Bailey? You know what I'm saying? Like he's cool with Bailey, but at least Bailey made it. That you have to remember, Bailey married the dude that she was crushing on in the game. People respect that. They built up a thing. They kind of respect this rapport and things of that nature. David has no rapport. David has no report card to even look at. So putting David up is kind of like I could put him up and not expect like feedback. I can put him up and not expect like somebody's gonna feel some type of way because I put him up because he doesn't have any connection to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then Nicole. Okay, so he put Nicole up purely because she didn't do what he told her to do. Like he told her to go to the safety suite and put herself in, and she didn't do it. So he just wanted to be a man about the situation and be like, "I'm a man, you're a woman. Let me put you up. Fuck it." But I don't think that. I don't think he put up Nicole for any other reason but that, to be honest with you. It was just a trash reason, and he just put up Nicole because he felt like putting up Nicole, straight up. You know what I mean? True enough, Drew, I agree. But the extra sauce that Memphis is given make it look sketchy for me. I mean, Biker, I understand. I mean, I get what you're saying. Let me test how much you are a fan. Do you remember the season where there were the twins? Baby. You know they won't bring them back because Jessica. They won't bring them back because they did that switching. Like they won't bring them back because of that switching because they kept messing up everybody. Oh my God, that is a great point. I loved it. Them twins was not to be played with. Them twins is not to be played with at all. But I want to get back to Biker. I get what you mean about it. It does look sketchy. Biker, there's no way to go around it looking sketchy. Let me just say that as people with melanin in our skin at the current moment, society is making us be very much on edge with anybody that is not does not have our melanin. Does that make sense? Like anybody that's not like us, we are definitely feeling some type of way with anyone, and we're always on guard and we're always looking. I don't know now, Biker. I don't know you, so don't take that the wrong way. But I don't know if that's necessarily what's going on because I never got that vibe from Memphis before. But again, as him being Memphis and in the world as well, he might have, maybe he is showing his true colors of who Memphis is, because the world is divided at the current moment. So it can be, I can see it your side, but I can see it both ways. So I understand what you're saying, Biker, and I mean, I hear that. Memphis did put a little bit extra on it, which makes it seem some type of way. But I just think that Memphis is that way. I also think Memphis is trying to prove himself because he hasn't been on in 11 years, or he's 11 years in the making, but he's trying to prove himself and trying to make it seem like he could do what he wants, or he's this big old gruff man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let Memphis be where Memphis is gonna be. My focus is not necessarily Memphis. My focus is that Cody. Cody is the one I don't really trust. I don't trust Cody. I definitely don't care for Enzo at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I definitely don't want, and regardless, excuse me, I definitely don't want not Enzo, but Ian. I don't like Ian at all. I've never liked Ian. He's a comp. He's smart, so he figures things out well. But I don't like Ian. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really an Ian fan. For me, it's more about the Tyler. It's more about the Nicole, like that's up on the block right now. The other Nicole, Devon for sure. Bailey, because I want to see what Bailey is going to do now that she's there by herself to actually play the game by herself. Because before, Bailey was very like, Swaggy C is this, and Swaggy C, oh my God, Swaggy, you know what I mean? And she was doing all this stuff, and it was like, you didn't get to see no game. So for me, Bailey is on a fence. I'm on a fence when it comes to Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about Christmas. I don't really care about Danny. I don't really care about it. That Kevin dude, he can go all the way he can fuck all the way off. Let me tell you, he can fuck all the way off. I don't like Kevin at all. I didn't like him on his season. I don't like Kevin at all. So Kevin can just go over to the planet of them places. Yes, Jessica, agreed. Cody is very tight-lipped about his plans, or he'll let you think that he's not tight-lipped and tell you his plan when that's really not his plan at all. You have to watch Cody. Yes, Jessica. And Memphis is an emotional player. And I agree. And Memphis is also emotional with a piece of intelligence to it. Like, okay. You have to remember what Memphis does. Memphis opens new restaurants all the time. He's opened, I think, 20 new restaurants since he's left. It's not simple to just open a restaurant. Anybody can't just open a restaurant. So you got to think about Memphis is in a place with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love you too, Paula. Thank you. So, Memphis is in a place with certain things. He's a calculating, smart player, and you have to kind of watch him and what he's doing and how he feels about it. So, who else is left? I think we covered everybody. To be honest. Oh, Paula, we were discussing Big Brother for right now. So I think, we'll see what happens on this next one, and we'll kind of go from there. I did want to take a time and a second to, every time we talk, I do have to give you some sort of maybe not life lesson, but just talk. But recently, a person very close to me, he is trying to figure out how to say it, has mentally broken down and has been taken to the psych ward, if you will, for evaluation to figure out what's going to transpire, because the person no longer wants to live. And I wonder, it literally has happened to me, or just found out about it. What's it, 5:53 right now? I probably found out about it like 53 minutes ago. So maybe a little bit before that. So I do want to hold on one second. I'm going to respond back to Jessica really quick. Hold on. Ugh. I don't even know what my Twitter is because I was in a whole nother place with it. So hold on one second, Jessica. Let me tell you. So I'm correct. Okay, that's it. Um, okay. Um, so I want to say to each of you, every single one of you in the sound of my voice, um, like I know in the community, it's not necessarily something that we talk about. Like we don't, for some reason, um, people have been made to feel like therapy is not something that's okay. And I told you guys that I would be talking about this through, my channel and stuff like that. But that therapy isn't okay, or psychiatry isn't okay, and you're mentally wrong. You're something's wrong with you if you seek out people to talk about stuff. And I don't want any one of you that are seeing this, even that, I mean, I don't know who's watching this, whatever, but I don't want any one of you to have to witness your friend not being there for you, your friend being taken away and or being strapped to a table and being taken away because they're no longer in control of their mental capacities, and that happens. And I do think that we as humans, we as people need to check on, I know it sounds, it's a stupid, it's a silly thing that goes around social media, but check on your strong friends. But I do think that you need to check on your strong friends, because your strong friends are not necessarily as strong as you necessarily feel they are. And today, for me, it it broke my heart to have to watch this individual be taken away. I wasn't there, I'm I'm proxied on, I'm the proxy on everything, and um to get the phone call from, the people taking the person away, and the person going through the motion of, okay, I'm being taken away, I got to get help, it's a heartbreaking thing. It's a thing that I know maybe I'm too emotional for you guys, and I'm sorry. Um, but this is just honest, that I want to be. I'm gonna use my little bit of whoever that likes me or talks to me or just listens to the sound of my voice. I'm gonna use that for good. I'm not gonna use it to be demonstrative or demonize a single thing, because that's not what I want to do. And so I just feel like it's necessary to talk to you guys about what transpires. But you know, I want you guys to understand that it's okay to seek out help and talk to somebody else. I never want any one of you to get to a point where you feel alone. And I have said this on my other social media. I have said this on all my socials. I want you guys, if you don't know, to know that you can call me, you can inbox me, you can message me, and if it takes me and you talking all day because you don't feel like it's okay for you to go to a therapist, I'll be your sounding board. I'll give you the best advice I can. I'm not perfect. I'm not an angel. I'm not any of these things, but I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to not realize your actual worth, because each and every one of you in the sound of my voice actually have worth, and I want to help you realize the worth you have. And I feel, as I'm talking to you, if I'm being honest with you, and what's going on with me and in my head is I feel like I let my friend down because I kind of knew it was coming. I kind of knew that the mind was in a place of not being okay. And I knew that there was a lot going on. There was a lot that could trigger and set this person into a spiral of bad, and I really try to be the friend that's in the spiral. I try to stop the spiral and cut it off, and let's continue. Maybe let's divert and get into a new spiral. So for me, um, and somebody has asked me before on my socials if I feel like I'm an empath. And I guess I am. I mean, I probably am because I do feel a little bit deeper than people realize that I do. And I just feel like I could have maybe gotten more involved, and I maybe could, I don't know. Like I just I'm rambling, and I know, but it's because it's real and it's honest, and that's what's happened to me. Like it's currently going on. And I just want you to know, like any one of you that are listening to me, and I mean any one of you that are listening to me, and if you have anything you just need to get off your chest or you want to talk about, talk to me. Talk to me about it. I never want any one of you to feel alone. I never want any one of you to, man, I know it's a hard thing to talk to people. And I know that we are taught as males or females necessarily, y'all don't have emotions, especially with boys. Boys don't have emotions. Boys don't feel. Well, I feel. I'm a boy. I'm actually a man, and I feel. And I don't feel bad because I feel. I want to hopefully help somebody else feel, because I do believe when you feel, you get true clarity when you actually feel. And I want to inspire or help anyone else actually be able to emote and talk about what's going on. No, when we hold in our feelings, when we don't share, when we don't talk, it is really bad to hold those feelings in. It really is. And and the thing about therapy that is really good, that I want each and every one of you, again, in the sound of my voice, to understand is that therapist, that doctor, they are bound to just hear you and be completely objective. And so instead of talking to your friends or someone else, you're actually talking to someone that is not judging you. You're talking to someone that is just hearing you and dealing with the situation at hand. And each and every one of us, totally, I don't care who you are and as how bad and bold as you are, each and every one of us needs someone to objectively talk to just be like, okay, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. Can you listen to me and understand what? Can you listen to me and help me figure out what I'm feeling and what I'm going through? And that is the key to therapy. That is the key to a psychiatrist. So there's therapy, then there's psychiatry. And granted, they're encompassing the same thing. And there's some of us that need a psychiatrist and some of us that only need therapy. But it's not a bad thing if you need either or. Okay, it's mental awareness, and it's okay I want you to know that it is okay to admit you need help. You needing help makes you stronger than you understand. You admitting that you need help makes you way stronger than just sitting there and not saying a word and just taking it all and not expressing to anyone what you feel. It is okay to feel. It is okay to be hurt. It is okay to be sad. It is okay. It is okay. And I just want you to know, I can't tell you enough how much it's okay. I can't tell you enough how much it's okay, you know? And I feel I feel bad because I feel like I could have um I feel like I could have like taken the person I am. The person I am is when I have a friend and you feel, I feel it with you. And that's just who I am. I can't fix that. That's just who I am. I don't necessarily want to fix that either. I want you to know, anybody that's actually my friend that I actually care about, that I'm riding with you to the end of days. I'm going to take all I can take until I can no longer take anymore, but I actually feel what you feel. And I'm here. Point blank period. I'm here. Again, like I said, you talk about people talk about check on your strong friend because your strong friend ain't, but that's not a game. That's real. Because the one with the biggest mouth necessarily is the one hurting the most. Honestly, the one that has the biggest bite, the biggest bark, the biggest rah rah, the biggest one with all the nonsense, the biggest one is the one that's actually hurting the most, that is too afraid to unravel and let go. That don't get me wrong. When you see the therapist, when you see, when some of you, I've never seen a psychiatrist. I go to therapy, but I've never seen a psychiatrist. So I don't know what happens in a psychiatry, in a psychiatrist, appointment. I can guesstimate, but I can only talk about what I actually know to be facts. And when you actually let go and you actually release and you just let it go and you actually talk to someone about what's going on, you feel completely different. You feel released. You feel truth. It's like all the nonsense comes off of you, the whole weight, all of it goes away. And then you're telling it to a person that isn't judging you for what you're saying. You're just telling it to a person and releasing it and waiting for true, how do I work through this plan? What's my plan of action of what I'm going to do so this no longer affects me in my life? What is my plan of action in, okay, so this is what happened this time. Now I'm going to do this. So that is something that we don't, so I don't want us to repeat the pattern. I don't want to, I don't want us to repeat the pattern. I want us to be able to talk. I want to, it's about talking and feeling and letting it out. So again, if any of you need to do that, and you don't think, maybe you're not ready for the step of therapy, if you need to just call me, well, inbox me, because obviously all of you don't have my number. But if you need to inbox me and talk to me, I'm always open. You know what I'm saying? I'll do my best to listen. And clearly, I don't know you from a can of paint, most of you. So I'm listening with open ears, and I'm just, I'm here. And I want you to know that you are valued, you are worthy, and I want each and every one of you here, and I'm sure your family or somebody else wants you here as well. And I just want you to know that you got me on your side. And with seeing my friend be taken away because he just finally, his brain has broken down and taken over for him, it was hard to see that, you know, and and it was hard to see that. And of course, I blame myself because I'm his friend and I should feel like, okay, like what happened? Let me try to fix it. I'm a fixer. I try to fix everything I can, but I try to fix it all. So, I just wanted to say to each and every one of you that, again, I'm here and you can talk to me if you need to and never feel like you're alone. And I know that's like easier said than done, but never feel like you're alone. That's it. That's the only sad moment I had for here because that's literally what has transpired. And, with me, and I just want you guys to know. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but I just want you guys to know you can talk to me. I'm here, and it is what it is. And you're never alone. And it feels really good when you just let go and stop all the walls and stop all the stuff. And honestly, when you get it out, you'll be able to be a better person by getting it out, and you'll realize things about yourself that you didn't even realize necessarily were maybe how you knew yourself was. Again, for me, I always knew I was honest as hell, and I knew I was very direct, and I knew that I said what came to my mind, even if somebody didn't like it or not. But through all of that, I'm a good person. I am a good person. I'm a quality friend. I'm a great friend. And so through all of that, I had to stop self-doubt because, you know, through what my dad has done to my mom and what my dad has done to me and all those things, I felt some type of way through the years growing up. But I no longer feel those ways. I'm freed of all that nonsense, and that is what therapy has gotten me through, with just being able to objectively talk to someone that doesn't know shit unless I tell them that, and can react and pays attention to body language and signs that you give with your body and your eyes and your talking. And these are things that I was very good at picking up. No, I don't want to be a therapist, nor do I think I'm a therapist, but I'm a very good judge of character. And when I get duped, it really takes me by the it really takes me a while. Like it really affects me because I'm like, well, damn, like I don't give everybody my time, So these are the things through therapy that I have learned to now I know, like, oh, there's the sign. There's that. Let me not do that because I'm seeing this. So these are the things and the tools that I think as adults and grown individuals that we need to realize and we need to work on and we need to allow ourselves to take in. Just breathe it in and then and spell it out. Like, okay, it started here, now it's here. I'm taking it in and then I'm pulling it out. We have to really understand and take it in, and that's all I can suggest. So I just wanted to kind of convey that because that was in my mind, on my heart, and I wanted you guys to know that. So now I want you guys to tell me what y'all want to talk about, or you have any questions. Ask me the questions. I'll try to answer most, depending on if they're not rude. But I don't think you guys are rude. So ask me the questions if you want to. So what's up? What up? What's going on? Thank you very much, Wynn. I appreciate that. And Jessica, no reason to thank me. I thank you for being strong enough to say you go to a psychiatrist, and I applaud you. So thank you. Thank you for being okay being you. Because I'm okay with you being you. So honestly, thank you. So what are we going to talk about? We didn't already talk about Big Brother. Has anybody else watched The Handmaid's Tale or Uncle Sam? Nobody going to tell me what they felt about Uncle Sam or Handmaid's Tale? Oh, or Selling Sunset? Anybody want to talk about Selling Sunset? Because that's my show. Selling Sunset is my show. That's my guilt. That would be my guilty pleasure. So, I mean, what we gonna talk? Ain't nobody gonna talk? Y'all being quiet tonight? Y'all scared? Y'all hungry? Is y'all hungry? What happened? Nobody got no stories to tell me? Nothing? Nothing? Mm-mm. I appreciate that, Win. Therapist aid in talking you through your problems. I have a therapist. Oh, you go to a psychologist. Okay, Jessica. Yes. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Psychologist, not a psychiatrist. A psychologist. Okay, fair enough. I understand. Definitely a different. So you go to a therapist, basically. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Jessica, we good. Jessica, you are so pretty. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Jessica. Come through. Crystal, I think that I think that, when you realize, when you come to a place of realization and clarity, I think that you need to extend yourself to other individuals. I think you need to extend yourself to other individuals that might not necessarily be there yet, but you're willing to maybe hear out or help or guide guides along the way that maybe you can pass on something you've learned. And, why not? Now I don't see why not. So it is, I try to be, I really do try to be the best man that I can be. I really do. And I don't know if that necessarily is conveyed the way that it should be, or people want to see that, or people maybe I'm too enlightened necessarily that other people don't like, which is fine. I don't care. But I really do try to be the best man I really can be. So if people want to accept that, they can. If they don't, they can't. They don't have to either. I'm gonna be fine just either way. I'm an adult. Oh, thank you, Win. I mean, I don't think. Let me tell you something, Win. I mean, honestly, with it, let me say with this, Win, that uh, necessarily when it comes to my channel growing, I don't. We'll see. I mean, and if it doesn't, I'm okay with y'all. I'm really okay with y'all. You don't even understand. But if it doesn't, that's okay. The people that are here are the people that are supposed to be here, to be honest. So, the people that are coming here thinking that I'm going to talk about something and go into this messy nonsense, that's not me. So, hopefully the channel grows. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But at least I got you to talk to, Win. I got Crystal. I got Unique. Unique. I got Jessica. I got Paula Darden. I got my folks. So it's okay. Even if we only chitter chat between each other, then we only chitter chat between each other. I do realize that there is a part of society that only likes dramatic things and problems and headaches, and that's cool. That's always been something I've tried to stay out of. That's why my old situation was a hard thing for me, but it is what it is. So, it is really, it's okay. If it doesn't grow, it doesn't grow, but I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. More than you guys even understand that I can't put words on how much I appreciate y'all. So let me see. Jessica, Gio, in the beginning of a relationship, would you rather a person constructively criticize themselves up front, or would you want to find out? Jessica, that's a great question. I would actually like to find out all the shit in the beginning, and let's work through it and build our community, build our beaver dam, if you will, together. Let's build it together. But I like to know everything. I like to know what this hand is doing so this hand can meet, and so I want to know everything together, and then we'll work it out through the time in the relationship as we grow to know each other better, to know how we need to handle the situations. So I like to know it all up front, but that's just me. I don't know. At least I can say I was here from the beginning when it does grow. Yes, when you can. And I appreciate that. And you don't even understand how much I appreciate that. And again, I always tell you guys all the time, you guys don't know how much you actually mean to me, because you could have other things to do. You don't have to spend your time listening to me. I take you all around the house. I've taken a break because I still have to post more of the products I sell of the new shit I got. But it's been 4 whole days of posting these products, and I still haven't even posted them all in all the places. So, sometimes I just need a break and talk to you guys. And I appreciate you. Like, I can't even, you guys don't understand. I appreciate it more than you even get. And I love you too, Nikki. I do love you too, Unique. It was a long thought process for me if I was going to open up and say and tell anyone how I actually wear my heart on my sleeve, how I actually care. And I know that's not something that people like to hear. They're like, boys ain't supposed to care. Boys supposed to, yeah, Jill could be all those things too. I could be rough and gruff too, but I do care a lot. More than I should a lot of times. So it is what it is. And I don't want to dwell in negativity. I want to dwell in thriving and making others better. And maybe we make each other's better together. And I'm okay with that. And that's what I want. I got my garden. The garden is a Zen place for me. I got the t-shirt business. I got the resale business. I'm just trying to do what I can to be okay with whatever. Okay, Jessica, picking up the little one. Yeah. I mean, I honestly want to, Jessica, I do want to build it on my own. My TikTok I did on my own. Nobody helped me with my TikTok. Nobody got involved. I haven't done a TikTok in a minute, probably like 2 weeks. But no one got involved. No one did anything. I just like to be who I am. And some people like who I am and some people don't. And the people that don't, that's okay. I'm not trying to make anyone like me. I'm just being myself. And I think if we understand to just be ourselves and not try not to, because I know it's, again, easier said than done, try not to worry about what others think about us, we'll be way better off. It takes work. It takes a lot of work. And, some people are better at it than others. Me, I'm used to, since I was a child, not being liked by a lot of people. So it is what it is. I don't really care. Hey, Proud Glamour. Yes, Crystal. Low-end, we discussing it all. We discussing it. We're not discussing nothing. Justin, you met me in Charlotte. You sat behind me and my partner. You were so kind and funny. Oh, thank you so much, Justin. I truly appreciate that. And see, stuff like that, Justin, is what I mean. Like, I appreciate more than you guys understand. Like that, I mean, I was just being me, and I'm glad that you received it and you were okay with it, because I was okay with you. And now that I see your picture, I remember sitting behind you guys. I really do take every interaction with each and every one of you. I really do take to heart. I really do care. I try to do my best to keep up with all of y'all if I can. It's a lot, I know. But I think we need to do a better job, especially, once again, I've talked about this on another video before, but especially in the current state of the United States and the world. We have a pandemic going on, and I think we need to do a better job of just appreciating each other and showing each other love, and trying to figure out how two people that are maybe from two different spectrums can kind of meet in the middle and get through life together. Because they are, whatever your skin color is, whatever your religious background is, whether you're a male or a female, literally big government is trying to split us completely down the middle, where you either like this or you either like that. And we don't need to be so 50-50. We just need to feel each other, because I put on my pants and my shirt just like anybody else in this camera that's watching me puts on their pants and their shirt. And I don't feel like I'm any different from you, and you shouldn't feel like you're any different from me. We're still human beings. And where big government and the powers that be are trying to separate us, we need to do our damnedest to work it out between each other and figure it out. We need to work it out between each other and figure it all the way out and do the best that we can do together to get out of this stuff together. And it's not necessarily going to be an easy ride, but when big government at the current moment is trying to make it a heterosexual versus a gay thing, and at least in my opinion, and I believe that no matter what your skin tone is, if you identify as a gay male or female, and they say everybody that's gay get on a boat and get out of here, they're putting us all on the boat together. It don't matter if you're black, white, or purple, yellow, green, whatever. They're going to put us all out of here. So I do feel that we need to work together and work between each other to make sure that we support each other and be each other's backbone where we can. I know it's not going to always work out, but we have to do more than we have done. We have to try more than we really have tried, because it is not as simplistic as they're trying to make it seem. And it's not easygoing as they're trying to make it seem. We have to do what we can together to rise above it. And I know I talked about this before, but anybody that's got any kind of platform, any kind of people that watch them, anybody Like, I feel like it's your duty to sit there and this is really what's going on. We're not out of any kind of pandemic. We are still states and counties and things are still being locked down. They're going back to being locked down like we were in March and April. Excuse me. And we need to be diligent about that. We need to realize like this is not over and we haven't ended anything. And we need to lift everyone together as much as possible. I know that there is a divide between a lot of that divide going on between the white and black at the current moment. I get it. But there's a lot of divide within the own races as well, between the own white and between the own black. There's a lot of divide between that. And we need to work on just even melding the divide within the races themselves. We need to work on that. We don't work on that, we can't work on anything else. The divide is crazy because the more we divide, the more bigger government gets to say and do what they want, because ultimately they're going to win and we are going to be stuck over here lost, not knowing what's going on. And we need to do our damnedest. And I can't implore you guys or plead with you guys enough to say we need to do our damnedest to try to mend our ways between each other. Even if it's one person a week that you mend your way with, then do that. Some people you're not going to be able to mend with. So don't get me wrong. Some people you don't need to mend with because some people deserve to stay where they're at. And that's fine. But maybe somebody in their life can mend with them. And that's okay. But I just think that there is so much divide within our own, not just black, just as people to people, regardless of whatever race you decide, whatever race you identify as. There's so much divide in between that, and we have got to fix that first to be able to meld or even meet in the middle. And if we don't fix that, we're no better off, and we're not going to go anywhere. And we're not going to make it any better or any bigger or anywhere that we want to be because we don't have that. Just saying. Yes, unique. More effort needs to be love and unity. Absolutely. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. You know, I just think that where we're at and what the world's like, we need to talk to each other. We need to try. And I mean, there's 39 of you watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. But I hope that at some point in this conversation, one of you 39 tries to reach out to somebody that you might have an issue with, or somebody you come in contact with today, tomorrow, or within this week, and try to mend something or understand what they're saying. And maybe through conversation and objectively talking to each other, you figure out, you know what? You actually didn't know, or it wasn't like that. Oh, okay. Let's figure out how we can get to a symmetry in some way and walk this path together. And is this the questions on the Kim, you can ask me questions. What's your question? Come on, Kim Smith. What's your question? You can ask me anything you want to ask me. I don't, depending on what the subject matter is, I might not answer it. But you can ask. Kim, what's your question? Now, Kim, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Oh, that's a great scenery, Kim. Thank you, Wynn. I appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, getting back to what I was saying, like I just think that we need to work on where we can love each other better, where we can, help people, where we can figure out if someone is hurting and you might have an inkling that they might be hurting, ask the questions, probe a little bit. Don't go too far, of course, because you never want to scare anybody off, but probe and ask the questions and try to figure out what's going on. What are you feeling? What happens? What triggers you to make you feel like that? How can we not trigger each other in some sort of way so you can be okay? You want to figure out what you can figure out and try to help each other, because if we help each other, sometimes when you help another person, you in turn help yourself. I mean, let that sink in. When you help another person, that advice or that commentary or that information that you're giving might also help yourself as well. You know, that's why I'm so open to, hey, if you have nobody else to talk to that's in your life and you want to share with me, you want to come to the inbox, or you want to text me, you know, in the inbox and text me, go on and text me and tell me. Let's talk it through. Maybe something I'll find out from you is something I didn't even know I needed to know. I'm open to change. I'm open to information. I'm open to mental growth. I'm open to all that. Honestly, I'm open to all that. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. Hey, Cocoa Butter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm open. I'm open. Sometimes you know, what we have to know is we have to open our minds. Like sometimes, honestly, we don't even know that we needed help in a subject. And then we start talking to somebody else about their subject. And through that talking and through that emotional ride that you're going through with that person, because all relationships are relationships, just some include sex and some do not. We do realize that, right? All relationships are relationships. And we take something from every single person that we come in contact with, may it be good or bad, we take something from these people. And so the symbiosis that transpires when you're talking to someone, you might be sharing something and you might have that aha moment like, oh, you know what? That's what I was trying to, you know what? I didn't realize oh yeah, that's what's happening. So we need to, if nothing else, talk to somebody and figure out, hey, let me see what's going on with you. Oh, okay, is that what's going on? And then in that, you might get your own kind of clarification to something you had going on with you. Why not take the chance? I implore each and every one of you that are listening to me that maybe take the chance and reach out to someone, or if you come in contact with someone, and take the chance and listen to them and see maybe if something they're going through is in some way going to help you as well. And I promise you, when you take that chance and you figure it out, you're going to get some sort of clarity to some sort of question that may have been in your mind. Some sort of something that would have been in your mind, or something you were talking about, something you were thinking. A lot of times we're afraid to talk about what we're thinking, and sometimes you just need to talk to a stranger and talk it out, and it's okay. And I want you to know it's okay. You got me to talk to. If you want to talk to me, I mean, I'll talk to you. You know, we might laugh a lot. I'm gonna talk some shit, you know. But I mean, I do feel like you just need to feel. You need to allow yourself to feel. You need to allow the other person to feel and talk and get it out. And sometimes, you know, it's your own therapy that you didn't even know you needed. And mental clarity is something that is beautiful. And I promise you, when you get mental clarity, baby, when you get mental clarity, there's no way that you can be stopped. Your day, you wake up in a different way. You wake up in a different mood. You wake up with different thoughts. Your thoughts is, I woke up. And today I woke up, and now what am I going to do with my day today? Today I woke up, and you know what? This stuff that I got going on is tiring, but I'm going to get through it. When you get to mental clarity, when you get to a place of being like, you know what? I got this. I got this. When you get to that place of being like, oh, I got this. I'm gonna do this. Your whole outlook on life changes. When you stop being in the dredges, when you stop being down here and actually allow yourself to lift, it changes a lot. It really does. It really does do a lot of difference for you. You know, and if I would be remiss in not wanting to pass that along to each and every one of you, or try to help each and every one of you get to that moment, because that aha moment is a beautiful moment. Honestly, it's a aha. Daryl, I promise you, when you allow yourself to get there, it's a different thing. It really is a different thing. When you allow yourself to feel that some stuff might hurt, some stuff might might not go as you plan, but you know that there's going to be an other side to what you planned, or that other side of that hurt. It changes it a lot. Absolutely, Daryl. You're welcome. It changes it a lot. It changes it a lot. And I mean that. And I mean when you allow yourself to truly take it in, like I said, take it in and push it out. Nobody can stop you. It's a journey. And no one said every journey was going to be easy, but it's a journey, but it's still, you'll be okay. I promise you. So I've taken an hour of your time, and I don't want to keep you too much longer. Everybody's hungry. I'm hungry. I got to cook them shish kebabs that I posted about on my community or my other socials. So I want to leave you with this. If I haven't told you before that I love you, and I mean it. And I appreciate each and every one of you because you have other things that you could do, but you spend your time with me. So thank you. I hope you have a great night. And I love each and every one of you. Have a good night. Bye.